Here are today's 9 contestants preparing for the show. Only one of them will return home up to £10,000 richer. The other 8 players will leave with nothing. Why? Because one by one they'll be voted off as the weakest link.
Welcome to the weakest link. Any of the 9 people in the studio here today could win up to £10,000. They don't know each other, however. If they want the prize money, they'll have to work as a team. But 8 of them will leave with nothing, as round by round we lose the player voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
My name's Jo, I'm 26, I live in Edinburgh and I'm a deputy theatre manager.
I'm Del, I'm 36, I live in Watford and I drive Jubilee Line trains.
I'm Mike, I'm a drinking water inspector from Sevenoaks in Kent and I'm 56.
I'm Eileen, I'm from Spennywen, County Durham and I'm a 51-year-old bank clerk.
I'm Matt, I'm 26, I'm a youth worker from Albury in the West Midlands.
My name is Clem, I'm 49 years old, I'm from Northampton and I'm ad setter and proofreader.
I'm Ken, I'm 47, a traffic warden from Walsall.
I'm Nikki, I'm 34, I live in Newcastle and I'm a regeneration officer.
I'm Simon, I'm a 45-year-old bar supervisor from Norwich.
Now, the rules. In each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £1,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. Get your question wrong and you break the chain and lose all the money in that chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you start a new chain from scratch. Remember, at the end of the round, only money that has been banked can be taken forward. You get 3 minutes in round 1. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Clem. Let's play the weakest link. And the first question is for £20. Start the clock. Clem, in computing, what M is a device for transmitting computer data over telephone lines?
Internet.
Modem. Ken, which pop star once had a monkey called Bubbles as his best friend?
Michael Jackson.
Correct. Nikki. Andy Caddick, Darren Gough and Ed Giddins represent England in which sport?
Golf.
Cricket. Simon, what is the highest mountain in Wales?
Snowdon.
Correct. Jo, in the children's cartoon, what colour did mild-mannered Dr. David Banner turn when he was angry?
Green.
Correct. Del, which garden was the home of Adam and Eve?
Eden.
Correct. Mike, with what industry is Pinewood Studios most associated?
Films.
Correct. Eileen?
Bank.
The song Bachelor Boy comes from which Cliff Richard film?
Summer holiday.
Correct. Matt, which former British boxer has the famous catchphrase, know what I mean, Harry?
Frank... oh, I'm sorry, I've forgotten his last name.
Frank Bruno. Clem, which pop singer's hits in the 80s included Green Door and This Old House?
Shakin' Stevens.
Correct. Ken, which 15th century Italian artist painted The Birth of Venus?
Don't know.
Botticelli. Nikki, since World War II, which position has been held by men named Fisher, Ramsay, Runcie and Carey?
Archbishop of Canterbury.
Correct. Simon, in pregnancy, what is the name of the cord that connects the fetus to the placenta?
Umbilical cord.
Correct. Jo, in the animal kingdom, what colour is a flamingo?
Pink.
Correct. Del, complete the title of this Nancy Sinatra pop song. These boots are made for what?
Walking.
Correct. Mike, how many children does Princess Margaret have?
3.
2. Eileen, is the outer core of the Earth liquid or solid?
Liquid.
Correct. Matt, in fashion, what are pedal pushers?
Trousers.
Correct. Clem, Which South African athlete, famous for running barefoot, represented Great Britain in the 1984 Olympics?
Zola Budd.
Correct. Ken.
Bank.
Which member of the Shadow Cabinet has a surname which translates from the Spanish as Little Gate?
Heseltine.
Michael Portillo. Nikki, does the musical Instruction Crescendo mean gradually getting louder or gradually getting quieter?
Gradually getting louder.
Correct. Simon, if you were at Kuala Lumpur Airport, in what country would you be?
No, gone.
Malaysia. Joe, in TV, does David Duchovny play Mulder or Scully in the TV series The X-Files?
Mulder.
Del. Time's up, and that was the correct answer. And £500 is what you managed to bank in that very first round. Your £1,000 target was missed. Who do you want to get rid of? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In the first round, the strongest link statistically is Jo, having answered all her questions correctly. The weakest link is Ken. He got the most wrong answers, but will the votes follow the facts?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Del.
Matt.
Matt.
Ken.
Eileen.
Ken.
Mike.
Matt.
Clem.
Plenty of variety there. Nikki, what's Matt done to upset you?
Nothing, it was the Frank Bruno question. He was a boy and he should have known it.
Right. Mike, why Matt?
Took too long to get it wrong.
Right. Were you quicker when you got it wrong?
I was instantaneously wrong.
Good. Del, why Matt?
He just took too long over Frankie.
Right, OK. It's votes that count. Matt, with 3 votes, and without answering Frank Bruno correctly, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
As the cards were turned over, I didn't realise it was me. I thought I was safe. But then, as Annie said to me that it was my name, it dawned on me then. I thought, great. Ken should go next round. He got more questions wrong than I did. He was bad for the team.
Round 2, team. You've won £500 out of the possible 1,000 you could have won by now. 8 of you left. We are taking 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Jo. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Jo, is the city of Wellington in Australia or New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Correct. Del. An Aberdeen Angus is a breed of which animal?
Cow.
Correct. Mike, what type of rain has a pH value of 5.6 or lower?
Acid.
Correct. Eileen, which art gallery opened in London in 1897?
Tate.
Correct. Clem, what is the first name of the Dracula author Stoker?
Ram.
Correct. Ken,
Bank.
in astrology, the star sign Libra is represented by what symbol?
Ram.
Scales or balance. Nikki, Mark and Carol are the twin children of which former Prime Minister?
Margaret Thatcher.
Correct. Simon, in nature are rhubarb leaves poisonous?
Yes.
Correct. Jo, which pop band's hits include All Around the World and Wonderwall?
Oasis.
Correct. Del, what type of fruit is a plantain, popular in West Indian and African cooking?
Breadfruit.
Banana. Mike, in the animal kingdom, what does an invertebrate lack?
Backbone.
Correct. Eileen, in which sea would you find the Virgin Islands?
The Caribbean.
Correct. Clem, which garden flower is sometimes known as heartsease? The daffodil, the bluebell, or the pansy?
Pansy.
Correct. Ken, in our solar system, is the planet Jupiter or Saturn closer to the sun?
Jupiter.
Correct. Nikki, who played Angie Watts in the TV series EastEnders?
Anita Dobson.
Correct. Simon,
Bank.
which former political party leader, along with his wife Judy, has written 2 travel books about Scotland?
No idea.
David Steele. Joe, whose cube became a worldwide obsession in the early 1980s?
Rubik.
Correct. Del, in geometry, what eye describes a triangle with two equal sides?
Equilateral.
Isosceles. Mike, which animal is the first in the dictionary?
Man.
Aardvark. Eileen, which Irish pop singer's only UK #1 to date was Lady in Red?
Christopher Berg. Christopher Berg.
Christopher Berg, correct. Clem, which London landmark was moved to Arizona in the USA in the late 60s?
Tower of London.
London Bridge. Ken, which heavyweight boxing champion won his 13th world title fight in July 2000?
Lennox Lewis.
Correct. Nikki, in the Bible, Jesus, Mary and Joseph fled to Egypt to escape which king?
Herod.
Time's up. You did have the correct answer, but not in time. And on that round, you banked £600 of the £1,000 you could have won. Remember, 10 seconds is coming off the clock. Who will be a dismal failure when put under pressure? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Eileen is statistically the strongest link in this round. Del is the weakest link. He got the most questions wrong and lost the most money for the team. But will the players have noticed?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Del.
Ken.
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 Del.
Eileen.
Del.
Ken.
Simon. Gone off, Ken, have you?
Well, it's a traffic warden, that says it all, surely.
Fair enough. Del. You thought Ken did badly, did you?
Over the 2 rounds so far, yes.
How do you think you did in that last round?
The last one I got 2 out of 3 wrong.
Sort of terrible you did, really, didn't you?
I did pretty damn awful, actually. Yeah.
In fact, you were the worst player in the last round.
Yeah, I know that.
Good. But Ken, with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm very surprised to be voted off this time. I did better in the second round than the first. I banked £300 and I got 2 questions out of 3 right. I think the person they should get rid of next is Del because he didn't bank the money and we lost £120 in that round.
Round 3, and you've won a total of £1,100 so far. You could have won 2,000 by now. You're down to 7 players. We're taking another 10 seconds off the clock. We start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Eileen. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Eileen, Richie Benno commentates on which sport?
Horse racing.
Cricket. Clem, which cathedral has the highest spire in the United Kingdom?
York.
Salisbury. Nikki, in nature, is the tuna fish a mackerel, a haddock or a cod?
Mackerel.
Correct. Simon, what is the Spanish word for hello?
Hola.
Correct. Joe, in science, what does a pH value measure?
Acidity.
Or alkalinity? Correct. With whom, Del, did Andrew Lloyd Webber co-write his latest musical, A Beautiful Game?
Tim Rice.
Ben Elton. Mike, which Hans Christian Andersen character has a statue in Copenhagen Harbour?
Little Mermaid.
Correct. Eileen, Alan Hansen and Mark Lawrenson are TV pundits for which sport?
Football.
Correct. Clem, does a standard British television use the PAL or NTSC video format?
PAL.
Correct.
Bank.
Nikki, in which British city did the 19th century murderers Burke and Hare operate?
Edinburgh.
Correct. Simon, which organ in the female body secretes estrogen?
The ovaries.
Correct. Joe, in which industry is Bruce Oldfield a leading name?
Music.
Fashion. Del, which Frederick Forsyth novel deals with a plot to assassinate General de Gaulle?
Pass.
The Day of the Jackal. Mike. What N is the man-made fibre developed by Dr. Wallace Carruthers in the 1930s?
Nylon.
Correct. Eileen. In the animal kingdom, the dingo is native to which country?
Australia.
Correct. Clem. In mythology, which A is the princess that Perseus rescued and married after killing the Gorgon Medusa?
Athena.
No. Andromeda. Nikki. Which city, along with Salford, stands on the River Irwell?
Manchester.
Correct. Simon. Which male pop singer's only UK #1 was When I Need You?
Leo Sayer.
Correct. Joe.
Bang.
Who played the title role in the 1992 film The Bodyguard?
Kevin Costner.
Correct. Dell. In history, Joan of Arc was known as the Maid of which city?
Orleans.
Correct. Mike. Which member of Tony Blair's cabinet has been MP for Sheffield Brightside since 1987?
Pass.
David Blunkett. Eileen. Which desert valley region in California was given the name by one of the 18 survivors out of a party of 30 who tried to cross it? Time is up. The answer was Death Valley. And in that round, you only managed to bank £200 out of a possible 1,000. Who is very clearly out of their depth? Who would you be happy to get rid of? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Having survived the previous round, Dell is once again the weakest link. The statistics show that he only answered one question correctly and lost the most money. Nikki is the strongest link, but will the votes reflect the facts?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Clem.
Simon.
Clem.
Dale.
Dale.
Dell.
Dale.
Right. Clem, what's Dell done to annoy you?
I just think he's losing it a bit.
Right.
Hasn't annoyed me.
Is that a picture of him losing it there?
Do you think he's still got a halo here?
Yes.
But
Not
it's
very
slipping.
appropriate anymore. It's
No.
slipping. Right. Nikki, you want the boys off, don't you?
Yeah.
Why's that?
The girls need to win.
The girls need to win. That's a reasonable answer. Right. Dell, with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I wish I'd made a guess at the Day of the Jackal, because Frederick Forsyth, it's the obvious one that everybody knows. I just thought it was too obvious to be the right answer. Clem will go next. I think people are going to vote for her eventually. She's getting a lot of questions wrong, but she's so quiet that people just aren't noticing her at the moment.
Round 4, and there's £1,300 in the bank out of potential prize money of £3,000. We are taking another 10 seconds off the clock. There are 6 of you left. You now have only 2.5 minutes. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Nikki. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Nikki, which screen star's first act on becoming mayor of Carmel in 1986 was to legalise ice cream parlours?
Clint Eastwood.
Correct. Simon, in religion, which offshoot of the Quakers were famous for their furniture making?
Shakers.
Correct. Joe, King Edward VII was born and died in which royal palace?
Windsor.
Buckingham Palace. Mike, what type of World War II vehicle was an autogyro?
Helicopter.
An aircraft. Eileen, in tennis, the first male seed to lose at Wimbledon this year represented Britain. What's his name?
Tim Henman.
No, Greg Ruzetsky. Clem, in yoga, is the lotus position performed lying flat or sitting cross-legged?
Sitting cross-legged.
Correct. Nikki, who wrote the novel The Hound of the Baskervilles?
Pass.
Conan Doyle. Simon, in nature, what is an apiary used as?
To house bees.
Correct. Joe, in law, what does the abbreviation QC stand for?
Don't know.
Queen's Counsel. Mike, what is the name of the TV sitcom starring Kathy Burke and James Dreyfus?
Don't know.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Eileen, in what city are the 2000 Olympics being held?
Pass.
Sydney. Clem, The material catgut actually comes from two animals which are not cats. Name one.
Fish.
Sheep or horse. Nikki, what did inventor Thomas Edison call his sound recording device which developed into the record player?
Gramophone.
Phonograph. Simon, in a standard game of Trivial Pursuit, what colour represents a history question?
Yellow.
Correct. Joe, in politics, what is the name of the leader of the Sinn Féin party?
Jerry Adams.
Correct. Mike, what nationality was poet Charles Baudelaire?
French.
Correct. Eileen?
Bank.
Who initiated the Chinese Cultural Revolution?
Ming.
Mao Zedong. Clem, which British heavyweight boxer recently beat Franz Botha in 2 rounds to retain his world title?
Lennox Lewis.
Correct. Nikki, in drawing, does a 2H or a 2B pencil have a softer lead?
2B.
Correct. Simon, which inventor applied for a US patent for electric telegraphy in 1837 and devised a code in which to send them?
Morse.
Correct. Joe.
Bank.
Which ex-Daily Telegraph writer will be the Conservative candidate for... Time's up, I can't complete the question. And in that round, you banked a very disappointing £160. Who isn't up to the job? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Simon is the strongest link, having answered all his questions correctly. The weakest link is Eileen, who got all her questions wrong. But will the team be aware of the statistics?
Voting over, please reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Eileen.
Eileen.
Simon.
Nikki.
Clem.
Eileen.
Joe, why Eileen?
Well, I know we all got quite a few questions wrong in the last round, but I think Eileen was quite hesitant. I didn't think she had that much confidence.
Mike, why Eileen?
I think she's beginning to crack under pressure.
Yeah. Are you beginning to crack under pressure,
well,
Mike?
I cracked a long time ago.
Simon, underline there, Eileen. Why Eileen?
Nothing personal, but I thought she'd try for me, so I thought I'd go for her as well.
Okay.
She had that look in her eye.
Right. You did a bit better that round, didn't you?
Couldn't have done much worse than some of the others.
That's what we were all thinking.
Thank you.
Eileen, with 3 votes, the team have voted you the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, if I'd won, I know exactly what I've done with the money. A little tuck here and a little tuck there. And knocked 10 years off me. I think Mike might be the next one to go, because I think there's a bit of girl power out there in the studio at the moment. And I think at the end there will be two females.
Round 5, team, and your total so far is £1,460. If you'd hit your targets, it would be £4,000. 5 of you left, another 10 seconds coming off the time. We start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Simon. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Simon, is Apollo a god in Greek or Roman mythology?
Roman.
Greek. Joe, which comedy pop group sang about their brand new combine harvester in 1976?
Don't know.
The Wurzels. Mike, in the human body, where are the olfactory cells?
In the nose.
Correct. Clem, Sir Henry Wood founded which annual celebration of classical music?
Eisteddfod.
The Proms. Nikki, which film character had a chimpanzee friend called Cheetah?
Tarzan.
Correct. Simon, which of Agatha Christie's detectives lived in St Mary Mead?
Miss Marple.
Correct. Joe.
Bank.
In literature, which Shakespeare character says, et tu, Brute?
Caesar.
Julius Caesar. Correct. Mike, as well as a pony, a Shetland is a breed of which other animal?
Sheep.
Dog. Clem, what was the first name of the character played by Chris Barry in the TV series The British Empire?
John.
Gordon. Nikki, in which Irish city was Handel's Messiah first performed?
Dublin.
Correct. Simon, In sport, which race has been run, with the exception of the war years, under its present name at Aintree since 1847?
Grand National.
Correct. Joe, in cookery, chowder is a type of what?
Rice.
Soup. Mike, which is the largest island in the Channel Island group?
Jersey.
Correct. Clem, in the British Army, which of these ranks holds seniority? General, Major General or Major?
General.
Correct. Nikki, in the Bible, which Old Testament character dreamt about a ladder reaching up to heaven? Jacob. Simon, President John F. Kennedy is buried in which US military cemetery?
Arlington.
Correct. Joe, in literature, Carlos Castaneda wrote about the teachings of who?
No idea.
Don Juan. Mike, in history, which British king was crowned on Christmas Day in 1066
William the
in
Conqueror.
Westminster Abbey? Correct.
Frank.
Clem, in America, which criminal duo was pursued by Frank? Time is up. I cannot complete the question, and you managed in that round to bank only £70. Who are you going to dispatch without delay? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
For the second time in the game, Simon is the strongest link. The statistics indicate that the weakest link is Jo. She got the most questions wrong. But did the other players notice?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Clem.
Nikki.
Joe.
Clem.
Clem.
Nikki, you've got off the boys now. You're going to get rid of some of the girls.
Yeah. She needs to bank more. She wasn't banking enough.
Did you bank more?
I don't vote myself up.
Right. Joe, didn't you think she did very well, Clem?
She probably did better than me, but I knew the answers to the questions she got wrong, so...
Right. It's a pity you didn't know the answers to the questions that you were asked, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You only got one right. Clem, the team have voted you the weakest link. Goodbye.
I didn't really know about the British Empire. I really hated that show. I hate it even more now. The prompts I should have got, it just didn't click in. When you're trying not to hesitate as well, it makes it even more difficult. I think Nikki will probably go next. She's had a couple of very close shaves and has been lucky to escape thus far. She started well and has gotten a little bit less knowledgeable as we've gone on.
Round 6, and you've won £1,530. You could have won 5,000. There are 4 of you left. We are cutting another 10 seconds from your time. We start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Simon. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Simon, James Naughtie is a regular presenter on which radio news show?
Oh, Radio 4. Nope, gone.
The Today programme. Joe, what is the nationality of former Formula One world champion Niki Lauda?
German.
Austrian. Mike, what is the name of the writing used by the ancient Egyptians made up of a series of pictures?
Hieroglyphics.
Correct. Nikki, in medicine, what is a placebo?
Pass.
A pill which has no active effect. Simon, which actress is Jolie Richardson's famous mother?
Vanessa Redgrave.
Correct. Joe, in the 16th century, which Polish astronomer advanced the theory that the Earth travelled around the sun?
Galileo.
No. Copernicus. Mike, in which British jail was Oscar Wilde imprisoned?
Bedford.
Reading Jail. Nikki, which 2 countries would you find on the Iberian Peninsula?
Pass.
Spain and Portugal. Simon, in rock music, who recorded the classic albums Aladdin Sane and Hunky Dory?
David Bowie.
Correct. Joe, which knight famously placed his coat in a puddle for Queen Elizabeth I to walk on?
That I can't
Sir
remember.
Walter Raleigh. Mike, what are paintings described as trompe l'oeil designed to do?
To fool the eye.
Correct. Nikki, which Hollywood screen idol played the title role in the 1990 film Dick Tracy? Warren Beatty. Simon, which Briton invented the hovercraft?
Whittle, Frank Whittle.
Christopher Cockerell. Joe, in the United States, what title is held by the member of the government who is the head of the Justice Department?
Chief of Justice.
Attorney General. Mike, who wrote the 18th century poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner?
Coleridge.
Correct. Nikki. Time's up. And team, you have excelled yourselves. In that round, you managed to win the magnificent sum of 0. You got only 5 correct answers. One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Joe is the weakest link for the second time in a row, having answered the most questions incorrectly. The statistics show that the strongest link is Mike with 3 correct answers. But who will the team vote off?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Nikki.
Simon.
Joe.
Joe.
Simon, why Joe?
Because it was anyone but me, frankly. I didn't mind who so long as it wasn't me.
Right. Nikki, you're off the girls now, are you?
Well, she started really strongly.
Yeah.
And she went off, and I'm worried she'll go back strong again, so I want rid, basically.
Right. So you're not playing as a team player anymore?
No.
How do you think you did, Nikki?
Really badly.
Yeah.
I didn't get one right.
No, that's correct. But it's votes that count. Joe, with 2 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
We started off really well. Everyone was doing really well, and it was hard to choose who to vote off. But now it's hard to pick who to vote off because everyone's doing so badly. I think it's a tough choice of who to pick next. I voted Nikki in the last round, and I think she was probably as bad as me in the last round, so probably Nikki.
Round 7, team, and due to your spectacular performance in the last round, you still have £1,530 out of the £6,000 you could have won. There are 3 of you left, another 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Mike. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Mike, in food, désiré is a type of what?
Potato.
Correct. Nikki, which city hosted the 1976 Summer Olympics?
Montreal.
Correct. Simon, what was the name of the medieval practice of turning lead and silver into gold?
Alchemy.
Correct. Mike, Land of My Fathers is the national anthem of which country?
Ireland.
Wales. Nikki, a condor is which type of animal?
Bird.
Correct. Simon, in the TV series of the same name, what is the first name of the father of The Sopranos?
Don't know.
Tony. Mike, which country in the British Empire was ruled by a viceroy?
India.
Correct. Nikki, who wrote the words to the hymn Jerusalem?
Benjamin Britten.
William Blake. Simon, dipsomania is the medical name for a craving for what beverage?
Alcohol.
Correct.
Blank.
Mike, the 1960s pop band Jerry and the Pacemakers originated from which English city?
Liverpool.
Correct. Nikki, in maths, what is 12 times 7?
Oh, 84.
Correct. Simon,
Bank.
what is the name of the current French Prime Minister?
No idea.
Lionel Jospin. Mike, in which English county is the ancient chalk Cerne giant carved on a hillside?
Dorset.
Correct. Nikki, what is the American word for a nappy?
Diaper.
Correct. Simon,
Bank.
In industry, what is the term given to the process of extracting metal from its ore?
Gone.
Smelting. Mike, in which film from the late 60s did Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper travel across America on motorbikes?
Pass.
Easy Rider. Nikki, what is Princess Margaret's middle name?
Alice.
Rose. Simon, in the animal kingdom, how often does a deer grow new antlers?
Yearly.
That is the correct answer, but your time is up. And in that round, team, you improved, and you banked £120. Now, let me explain about round 8. Because in round 8 you get the chance to treble what you bank, and that means in the next round there's £3,000 to be won. The question is, who is least likely to put money in the bank for you? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Statistically, Mike is the strongest link. Simon is the weakest link with the least right answers, but will his earlier good performance save him?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Nikki.
Mike.
Mike.
Well, interesting. Nikki. Why Mike?
It's a bit too good. Oh, I just want somebody on my level, really.
Right, so you voted for Mike because you don't think much of Simon?
He's all right. He's about as good as me.
Right.
Yeah, strategy.
So no courage from you then?
Nope.
Simon, why have you voted for Mike?
Because I thought he'd beat me.
Mike, they want you off. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I have to say, I think it was a tactical error. I believe I was beginning to come strong at the end, and I could easily have put lots of money in the coffers for whoever wins. I would have hoped, obviously, it would be me. I'd trained hard for it, eaten fish, read books, and all to no avail.
Now, round 8, and you've won £1,650 so far. By now, of course, you could have won £7,000. Nikki and Simon, just 2 of you left. This time you have only 90 seconds, but whatever you win in this round will be trebled and added to your total to make up your final prize money. £3,000 is at stake in this round. You voted off the strongest link from the last round, so we'll start with the second strongest. That's Nikki. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Nikki, which nun became famous in 1992 presenting a television series about art? Sister Wendy Beckett. Simon, what type of music is performed by Snoop Doggy Dogg?
Rap.
Correct. Nikki, in cricket, which Yorkshire and England fast bowler was born in Barnsley on September the 18th, 1970?
Geoffrey Boycott.
No, Darren Gough. Simon, if a religion is polytheistic, what does it believe in?
Many gods.
Correct. Nikki, in which sea is the Isle of Man situated?
The Irish Sea.
Correct. Simon, in food, how is the eggplant otherwise known?
Aubergine.
Correct. Nikki, TV's Lovejoy, Ian McShane, has recently returned to the West End stage to feature in which musical, which was also a film starring Jack Nicholson?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Witches of Eastwick. Simon, in which Russian city is St. Basil's Cathedral?
Moscow.
Correct. Nikki, which member of the pop group Boyzone is one of the presenters of the children's TV show FBI? Keith Duffy. Simon, which former US tennis star joined the BBC's commentary team at Wimbledon this year?
John McEnroe.
Correct. Nikki, the 18th century artist George Stubbs is most famous for painting which animals?
Horses.
Correct. Simon,
Bank.
in the country Belize, would you spend £1 or $1?
Pound.
$1. Nikki, Mount Olympus is the highest mountain in which country? That was the correct answer, but time is up, and between you in that round, you won £40. Never mind, we'll treble that and add it to the winnings from the previous rounds. That means prize money today of £1,770. But only one of you can take that money away. You will now play against each other head to head. I'll ask alternate questions. Best of 5, whoever answers the most correctly wins. It's as simple as that. If there's a tie after 5, we'll go for sudden death until we have a winner. So, Nikki and Simon, for £1,770, let's play the weakest link. Simon, as the strongest link in the last round, you have the choice of who goes first.
I'd like Nikki to go first, please.
Nikki, in Roman numerals, what number is represented by the letters XM?
990?
That is the correct answer. Simon, which comedy duo recently starred in a TV remake of Randall and Hopkirk, Deceased?
Reeves and Mortimer.
That is the correct answer. Nikki, in space exploration, what does NASA stand for?
Gas, National Association of Space Satellites.
National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Simon, which vegetable was described by Mark Twain as nothing but a cabbage with a college education?
Cauliflower?
That's the correct answer. Nikki, which town was bypassed by the first stretch of motorway to be opened in Britain?
Luton?
Preston. Simon, let me remind you, you are playing for £1,770. Simon, what name is given to a navigational instrument incorporating an angular scale and a telescope that is used to work out latitude?
A sextant.
That is the correct answer. Nikki, you need to answer this question correctly, or Simon takes away £1,770. Nikki, to stay in the game, in a Punch and Judy show, what is the name of Mr. Punch's dog?
Squeak.
Toby. That means, Simon, you are today's strongest link, and you go away with £1,770. Nikki, you leave with nothing. Join us again for the weakest link. Goodbye.
I thought, this is it, I'm going to get it, and the question about NASA, I just thought that's a boys' question and it's not fair, and that was it.
The time I really thought I was starting to win it was when Nikki got the NASA question wrong. I could smell blood then. I thought this could be mine now.
If you'd like to play The Weakest Link, write to FreePost The Weakest Link or email theweakestlink@bbc.co.uk or phone 09001 020 022.